Hot Toys just released Darth Sidious, and he is looking pure evil. Just look at him here in all his evil gloriness. So what I want to do in this video is take a look at the blogger photos, compare them to the actual character from the movies, and of course actually compare him to the other Darth Sidious Palpatines coming out. And I want to give you my opinion on him and actually the other ones as to kind of which one you should probably pick up, at least in my personal opinion. But I definitely want to hear yours down in the comments. But first up, just look at these images right here. He looks so like, just pure evil. I absolutely love this smile he has going on. It just like adds to that evil kind of vibe he's got. And yeah, it looks like every single angle, he's just, oh yeah, he's looking just pure, just, evilness. So let's actually compare his pure evil face to his one from the actual movie. In both, he's kind of smiling, but he's smiling with teeth here in the left one. And just looking at that mouth, yeah, that is like absolutely disgusting. I don't know what the lightning did to him to give him all that like black burnt up. Oh, maybe that makes sense. Burnt up teeth. So yeah, I would not want to get too close to that guy. But just comparing these two, it looks very, very accurate from like the color. Of course, you know, on the right, my now signature low resolution image. The actual like prosthetics and makeup and everything they put on him looks really good in the movie, and it translates just amazingly to the figure. It looks like he has a bunch like bulging and everything just over on this head sculpt, and yeah, even the eyes, and yeah, this looks actually really good. Then you know we have to compare the outfit. This here is an image from the wiki, so it's pretty accurate. And just like looking at the fine details, the kind of like brown kind of cloak, I guess I should say. Or like robes, or yeah, whatever they're called. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, that coloring is very accurate, and you can see all these like little line details and everything, and that translates right over to the figure. One thing I do notice though on the figure is like little fraying, like you can actually see like fuzziness on the edges of the actual outfit. So if you do pick them up, just keep that in mind. You might need to get a little hair picker upper thing, one of those like little rolling wands. Yeah, hair roller, or yeah, whatever they're called. Yeah, so you might want to use that little kind of hair sticky thing just to maybe like roll his outfit out a little bit, get a little fuzzies out of there. But man, looking at these two, this one here is that smile that Hot Toys probably went with when they went with this figure, and yeah, it's so evil looking. I actually really love that. Then like this velvety black like little overcoat type thing, yeah, it's accurate. It's in behind the lightsaber, but his little kind of upside down triangular little piece is very accurate. And I love that like they got the velvet, they got the little cuffs, and yeah, this looks very, very accurate. Then here, of course, in this image, we just have the Artisan Anakin light side version with the actual Darth Sidious that we're looking at today. Together, these two look very good. It would have been cool to see the dark side version, although they didn't really meet per se in the movie. Because by the time they met again, you know, Anakin was looking a little crispy, a little extra crispy if I do say so myself. But standing together, these two look awesome, and they're going to look awesome in your display if you decide to pick them up. But speaking of which, you might not want to pick this version up. As of now, we actually have 3 Sidiouses. 2 have released. This one we're talking about today, and the Clone Wars one, which the Clone Wars one has been out there for a while. I heard a lot of good things about this Clone Wars hood. I haven't yet. Of course, it just released, so I don't know how good this hood is, but I'm expecting it to be similar to this one, if not maybe better because it's newer. But we'll just have to wait for reviews and see what people say about it. But comparing the 3 of these, which one do you want to pick up? In my personal opinion, I actually like these two better because I actually have them on order. I have this Clone Wars version on order. I actually got them off a waitlist pretty recently, so you'll be seeing on my channel pretty soon. Then this one, which comes out next year, looks very good. I actually think this might be the definitive Palpatine, depending on how it turns out. And we'll get a little more into that once we get a few more pictures, because there's actually 2 versions of Palpatine that you can do with this one. But to me, I feel like it all comes down to the outfit and kind of the era that you prefer. When I say era though, these 2 on the end right here are actually both from episode 3, of course. Like right when he gets zapped, this is how the Emperor looks. Yeah, like Palpatine, he's wearing his kind of red Chancellor outfit, and he just throws on this kind of evil looking robe just to add to that evil looking vibe, I guess. And then this version that just released is from when he's kind of been given his speech, like in the middle of the Senate, basically like saying like, oh yeah, I'm the Emperor now, let's join my empire, or something like that. And he's looking very accurate, like I said. He does fight Yoda in this outfit, which also kind of adds to it. And that smile looks very good. Don't worry, we're going to be comparing the head sculpt. So we're going to be looking at that coming up here in maybe a minute or so. But yeah, even this middle one here, it's like to me, he looks slimmer than the other two. So he's like a bit sleeker. He does have dual wield some lightsabers, you know, to fight Darth Maul and Savage Opress in the scene where, yeah, that's like the background, everything. Yeah, it's a tough choice. I went with these two because I want to be able to make him the Chancellor at times, and personally I kind of like the black robe a little bit more than the brown one. Then Clone Wars, I just love Clone Wars, so I had to get basically like I've been saying on my channel, I have to get like every version of Clone Wars basically of every character I can, except all the clones, because that'd get a little pricey. But every like Clone Wars main character and like some select clones, I guess, like Rex and Cody and stuff, then those are definitely what I want. But yeah, I feel like I talked about that too long, so yeah, let's do some more comparisons. So I chose these two because it's like the same. This here is that Palpatine that has two different looks. Right now he's in his like Chancellor outfit, but also in his kind of ghoul form. Yeah, I do like this look for him. They're both shooting lightning. I think for basically like all three versions of them, they all come with this kind of lightning shooting hands where the lightning is kind of built into the actual fingers. In my opinion, that is the way to do it because it looks very good. And now another little comparison, basically the same two outfits, but this time he's in his Chancellor look where he's not yet a ghoul. So you can kind of take a look between these two outfits, help you decide which one you want to go with. Then an up close view. So one thing I do notice between the two is the one where he's recently zapped and then the kind of been zapped for a while look, I guess. He has a bit more color back to his face, and then the like right after the zap look, he just kind of is a bit more pale and stuff. To me, both look accurate to the movie, but that's also a deciding factor. He's also not smiling here. He's more kind of like sad, or just, yeah, I guess he just got zapped, so I guess he would be a little sad. If I ended up looking like this, I'd be a little sad too, to be honest. So between these two, actually, I'm leaning a little bit more towards this one because honestly, that smiling head sculpt, just, I love how pure evil he looks, just enjoying every moment he can of just being like evil, I guess. Then looking at these two, this is of course a Clone Wars version where I think these are actually like identical sculpts. So you get the two looks with this Palpatine. And I think what they did is just took this Clone Wars one, slapped it in here. And what I originally thought was that they took, going back here, this one and tossed it in. But overall, I do like how both of these head sculpts look. Definitely tell me in the comments which you prefer, if you enjoy the smile look or the depressed look, I guess. But going back to these two, yeah, these two I think are just identical. You can see like the look, the mouse, just everything is pretty identical. But I'm glad that these two are a little varying. So if you want to get 3 Palpatines, I guess there you go. Now let's look at some more photos. So these two pictures I'm not the biggest fan of. This one up here on the top, I don't really like that look. He looks kind of, this one I feel like it's more the camera angle though, to be honest, where it's like looking up at him. I feel like that eye position doesn't really do him justice, and this one here looks like it's off a little. So whoever did this picture, like, no, I'm not saying it's bad, but the camera angle could have been a little improved. Then this one down here looks pretty good, but a similar thing, the eyes to me look off. Like that one looks like it's looking up there, this one that way. So these two pictures didn't really do it justice in my opinion, but also the camera angle makes it look like he's waving while zapping lightning. So for me, these ones didn't do it for me, but then this one does. He looks very evil there, kind of like his creepy looking hand just like reaching for Yoda, or just someone who entered his office, slammed his 2 red guards against the wall, and yeah, just entered uninvited. Then this one also looks very good. He's just like zapping. You could tell the background, they wanted him to be in the Senate kind of fighting Yoda. Same with that one we just looked at. That's in his office. This one's here in the actual Senate. He looks like he's trying to zap some little green dude, unfortunately. And you know, we had to end it on this. So he's just looking at Yoda. They're about to fight. This is probably an old Yoda. I've been waiting forever for Hot Toys to make a new Yoda. I need a Yoda in my collection. Every Star Wars, let's be real, every Star Wars collector needs a Yoda in their collection. So if I can get a Yoda, then yeah, we need a new Yoda. So Hot Toys, if you're listening, give us another Yoda, please. Don't give us a original trilogy Yoda, please. I really want a Clone Wars version so we can have them a little bit more actiony, or a new one from episode 3, 2, even 1. Well, actually, if you go with a puppet version from episode 1, then that would look kind of scary, to be honest. Let's do swap out head sculpts, you know. Now I'm I'm just rambling a little bit, but yeah, this figure looks awesome. Let me know which Palpatine you're picking up if you're getting one at all. Or, you know, Darth Sidious, whichever you want to call him. So out of these 3 Palpatines, yeah, just which one are you getting? Like I mentioned, I'm getting these 2 over here. I am skipping this current release, but honestly, that head sculpt now is making me kind of rethink it a little because it just, I love that head sculpt. I like this outfit more than this one. And then Clone Wars is just my all-time favorite, even though the outfit is basically the same as this as well, just the animated version. But yeah, just let me know which one you're picking up. Go ahead and give this video a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for much more 6 scale stuff, and I will be talking to you all again very soon.